tell us what you're wearing today, please.
I am wearing a shirt from the Johnny Warren Football
Community.
Johnny Warren Community. It's about community, common unity,
Correct.
coming together. That's what Johnny Warren was all about. His famous quote, "I told you so." So really good to support them. Really good to mention, obviously, Johnny. We're here because of him, and keep continuing his legacy.
Yes, and
what
the
about
man
you?
behind that too, Anthony Siokos, is also behind the shirt that I'm wearing at the moment. So moving away from the Johnny Warren community, he's started up his very own brand called Futbol Cult, and this one, Old Soccer. I like it because I tell you what, I was raised on old soccer, if that's what you want to call it, right?
Yeah,
the NSL,
100%.
that was my diet. It fed me very well.
100%.
My soul was sustained and fulfilled for very many years. So I feel like I am a part of the old soccer crew and very happy to be.
And we should celebrate old soccer. You know, sometimes I feel like people just... And you know what? Actually, the FFA Cup is this week. And I'm starting to like the FFA Cup more than I like the A-League because you get these community teams in there. You get these teams like Leichhardt being a part of it, down in Melbourne, Bentley Greens, Heidelberg, all these teams. It's like Sydney Olympic. I love seeing these teams.
They come with such rich history.
It feels real. It feels like the fans really care. The people that are there are real. You're not going to just see them change clubs all the time and all that stuff. I really love the FA Cup, and I reckon that's one of the reasons. I think people really like it as well. The fans really engage with it. I think the players like playing in these stadiums. The atmosphere feels better.
These clubs were built off the backs of people who were genuinely passionate about the game, okay?
Yeah.
Immigrants, whoever you want to say was involved with these clubs, these people came in and were involved because of the love of the game, and they did it all because of the love of the game from their own perspective as well. They volunteered, they gave their time, they sacrificed, they worked the canteens, they did everything because they wanted to be there to create this small community of their own. So I agree with you, Stolich. I think it's great to see these
common
teams.
unity,
and that narrative though, that narrative from the FFA Cup coming out from these teams, I think it's really important that they all keep those legacies alive because there's a lot to be said about old soccer, if that's what you want to call it. That was my soccer, baby. I don't care what anybody says, but I do care what you guys have to say. Me and Stolich and everybody here at the World Game cares, and it is fantastic to have your company, whether you're joining us via our Facebook page, The World Game, or you're joining us via our Twitter page, also under the World Game banner. Please make sure if you are joining us via Twitter that you get your questions in and also use the hashtag the SBS The World Game. Otherwise, we won't be able to see what your questions are. But if you are joining in via Facebook, by all means, do just post your question, and Stolich and I will do our very best to get to them.